Why do you think it's been more than 50 years since the United States has been to the moon? Is it because we've been there, done that, and so we set our sights on other things? Or it wasn't profitable for us to go there? Why has it been so long?
I think it's a little bit of the second. It's not any of the first. It's because you haven't been there, done that. I mean, you landed men on the moon, but you don't know the moon. I mean, as a country, and as a people, and as a species, we don't know or understand the moon. In fact, this landing in a part of the moon that we've really not explored before might have some interesting revelations associated with water and other things. And the other aspect to this is if you can set up a lunar outpost of sorts. Again, it doesn't even have to be a manned outpost. When we use the word manned, you know what I mean, men or women up there, scientists. You can launch other probes from there because you just don't have the resistance. You don't have the atmospheric resistance that you have on Earth to launch a rocket. So you can see that, like, you could skip off that lily pad, which is the moon, and get to a lot of other places and do a lot of other things. The answer to your question, though, is, I believe, simple. We took a utilitarian view of space. During the Carter administration, we took a view of the space shuttle program as one that would serve our interests, a lot of them, frankly, military, launching military and communications satellites, and populated the Earth's orbit with all of those different things. I'm talking about satellites and aspects of the space program associated with intelligence gathering information and this sort of thing, and communications. But the space shuttle program never was designed to really go farther than servicing the space station or servicing some of those things I just mentioned in terms of putting things in orbit. So again, that begins to serve national interests more than some wonderment about space exploration.
Sure.
So there is a commercial aspect to that space shuttle program, which has now been shuttered, of course, and there is a wildly commercial aspect to what this company is doing. I mean, they're not doing it out of some government research grant. They're doing it with the notion that there will be something of a pot of gold in working with the government and working toward some kind of lunar exploration and space exploration. And the last thing I would say is, that's not to say that these scientists are some, money grubbing, whatever. No, they're scientists. They love what they do. They love what they've created. I think this is exciting for them, And Odysseus, as he's called, it's from what, the Homeric character, right? The
Odyssey.
The Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
And so it was the Odyssey was the Homer. Right? Wasn't that Homer who did that, Albert? Yeah, Homer. There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Julia's reading that for high school English right now.
Now, Albert, check this, or Kim, check this. Homer.
The Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah, the Iliad and the Odyssey. The second most famous Homer now. I would say Homer Simpson is the most famous Homer.
It's true.
Sorry, Homer. But the Homer that we talk about with the Iliad and the Odyssey, wasn't that an oral? I believe he told those stories. Am I wrong about that?
Google it.
Somebody Google it. I'm pretty sure I might be completely wrong about this. But
I know it's a book available in many translations, but I don't know who wrote the book. Maybe it was taken as an oral history. I don't know.
Google it.
I think if you Google it, there is an oral history aspect to Homer. I don't believe he wrote anything down. I might be completely wrong. It would be incredible. I don't recall. Albert, have I ever been completely wrong about something?
Nothing completely, only partially, Mark. Never.
Yeah.
Albert, thank you.
Yeah, very good. All right. So we'll check on that. Kind of waiting for the...
Homer's authorship was infrequently questioned in antiquity, but contemporary scholarship predominantly assumes the Iliad and the Odyssey were composed independently and that the stories formed as part of a long oral tradition.
Oral tradition is meaning that Mark is right.
Yeah,
and predominantly is a ding word, so well done. Anyway, congratulations to Odysseus and those who were involved in getting that technology to work. They were all oral until they were finally transcribed, says Eric Kennedy. It was a poem because that way it was easier to memorize. There you are. Well, I'd like to marinate in how right I was, but let's move on.
The Mark Thompson Show.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.